So growing up being Arab, I grew up in a very strict household that didn't ever mention homosexuality, never mentioned same-sex anything. They were very strict on me, not only like in general, just also like my makeup. Like I was not allowed to wear makeup ever. I was like, color was always seen as something I'm not allowed to do. I started makeup when I was really young. I was in the 5th grade and I would always sneak makeup from my mom and I would take it to school and I'd put it on. And I was kind of using it like as a way to be different, to fit in almost. I was different, but different in a good way, you know? Like I was different because I wore makeup. I wasn't different because I was like, I didn't know that much English or anything. And I was like, I started growing. I would always kind of use my feelings to do my makeup. Like if I was feeling a pink, I'm gonna do a pink. And I didn't really care what people would think, you know? Like my dad would always come for me. Like he would always tell me like, oh, that's wrong. Like you shouldn't be doing that kind of color. But I would be like, oh, well, I wanted it today. No matter what I'm going through my life, I always have makeup. And I know that sounds so weird, but like makeup honestly is like a little comfort, you know? And now it's to the point where I only do it because I love myself and it's like, oh, it's fun. I don't do it to hide behind it anymore. It's more just to express myself, to really show my artistry. No matter what I did, no matter where I went, like there was always something different about me that I never knew. The beauty community really helped me figure out what I was. There were so many also makeup artists that are girls and they came out as bisexual, and like I would watch their videos, like their coming out videos, and I would just be like, that's like, I understand what they're going through. Like I'm going through the same thing. A lot of them was their struggle with their family. Like they would always talk about, they were like, my family's never gonna be okay with this. And then they would tell me, like, I feel like almost every story was like, oh, but they came around or something like that. And that kind of gave me hope. I was like, that's me. Like that's what I'm going through. Like that's exactly my situation. Every time I would mention it to my mom, she'd like, I wouldn't mention it as in me. Like I would tell her, be like, what if like one of your kids one day came out to you? And she would just be like, oh, I would kill them. And I was like, no, you wouldn't. I was like, you're just saying that. She's like, no, I genuinely would. And I was like, no, you wouldn't. You can't say that. And she would like continuously, like me and her would always fight over any LGBT like issues. Like me and her would constantly like butt heads on over it, where I just stopped mentioning it altogether. And it's just my main thing, like, is I just don't want to lose them, but I know like I kind of have to. I know when they find this out, like they're just gonna cut me off their life and I'm gonna like lose them. And so it's like, it's terrifying to me to lose them, but I can't stay there knowing what I am and like knowing I can never fully be myself around them. If you know 100% what you are, and you should just be unapologetically you. Like it doesn't matter what other people think. At the end of the day, like no one's living your life. You're you, and you're gonna be the one that's stuck with being unhappy if you don't come out and like don't admit what you are, pretty much. And you're never gonna be comfortable completely with your own self. All I want is to be happy, to be content with who I am, and to like fully be myself and be happy with who I am. Like I don't want to ever have to hide myself. I just want to be like openly me.